Hello students, welcome to my new channel Swarno Legal Academy, and you will get today another new topics. Inchoate crime and stages of crime. Okay, let's start. The inchoate crime and stages of crime. What do you mean by inchoate crime? Inchoate crime means incomplete crime. If crime goes through 4 stages to bring the cherished consequences. If the 4 stages are not available, then that is not a full crime, that is not a complete crime, so it is known as inchoate crime because it is an incomplete crime. Crime, it goes through 4 stages. One is intention to commit crime, second is preparation to commit it, third is attempt to commit it, fourth is commission of crime. First one, intention to commit crime is not punished under criminal law. If we have an intention to commit a crime, then we will not get punishable for that. Intention, unless we are not expressing that, we are not doing that, then that is not a crime. Intention is if we are thinking something it's a guilty mind, but we are not doing that, then that is not a crime, that is not coming under criminal law. One illustration is there. X may have intention to kill his neighbor, but he cannot be punished for the same unless he makes an attempt in furtherance of his intention. Suppose X a person, he have intention to kill his neighbor, but he cannot be punished. If he is not if he is not killing, then he is not punished for the same unless he makes an attempt to furtherance of his intention. If he is having the intention but he is not doing, he is not committing, then that is not punishable, that is not liable for the crime. Generally, preparation to crime is not punishable, but there are certain exceptional classes of crime whose preparation to commit is also punishable under IPC. Second one is preparation to commit it. Generally, preparation to commit is not punishable. If you are preparing to commit some crime, if you are not doing that, we are not finishing that, then we have not attempted that one, then that is not a crime. For that we are not liable for punishment. But there are certain exceptional classes of crime whose preparation to commit is also punishable under IPC. Some crimes are there, some offences are there. If you are preparing also that, then that is liable for punishment. Section 122, preparation to wage war against government, then that is liable for punishment. If preparation also is there, then that person will be liable for punishment. Section 126, preparation to commit depredation on the territories of any power at peace with government of India. And third one, section 399, preparation to commit dacoity. If we are preparing for dacoity, then we are punishable for that offense. Another one, section 233, possession of counterfeit coins, section 234, false weight and measure, section 235, forged documents and bad preparation to cheat or commit other offences. These 4-5 offences are liable for punishment if there is a preparation also. Okay, these offences, these sections are liable for punishment if preparation also there. If they are not committing, then also they are punishable by law. Third one, an attempt to commit crime is punishable under criminal law. An attempt is the direct movement toward the commission of crime after completion of the preparation. So preparation is completed, then after some person is tried for the attempt. The offense of attempt is also based on 2 elements of actus reus and mens rea. Unless that person is not having the mens rea, and attempting means actus reus is also available there. So in attempt, the 2 elements are available, actus reus and mens rea. One illustration is there. A want to kill B and goes to a sweet shop and buys some sweet and present them to B. A is not guilty of an attempt to murder. However, he will be guilty of an attempt to murder if he mixes poison in the sweet and present to B. A want to kill B and goes to the sweet shop and buys some sweet and present them to B. So that is not liable for punishment because he do not have any intention to kill, and he attempted in a good manner. In a good faith he has attempted and gave sweet to B. There is no any guilty intention on that time. A is not guilty of attempt to murder. Here A is not guilty of attempt to murder. But however, he will be guilty of an attempting to murder if he mixes poison in sweet and present to B. Suppose that person A mixes poison on that sweet and gave to B, then that is attempting to a crime. Without, until unless he did not added the poison, that was not an attempt, that was a good attempt, not any guilty of attempt. So he was not liable for that offense, but he is liable for this offense because he mixes poison on the sweet in order to kill the person B. Case law is there, R versus Robinson. In this case, a jewelry hired the whole lot of jewelry and tied himself beneath the chair and raised an alarm for help. Jewelry wanted to play fraud on the insurance company in order to have the insurance money over the hidden jewelry. Later he confessed that he did this drama to obtain money from insurance. He was held that jewelry could not be held guilty for an attempting to commit an offense because his acts did not cross the stages of preparation. Act was a mere preparatory and there is no movement towards the commission of crime. So here he has done only the preparation but not commission of crime. R versus Goodbell. In this case, accused administered drug to cause miscarriage. Later, it was revealed that the woman was not pregnant at all. Still, accused was held liable for an attempt to cause miscarriage. In this case, the accused administered drug to cause miscarriage to a woman, but later he found that the woman was not pregnant at all. Still, accused was held liable for an attempt to cause miscarriage, as he has attempted to cause miscarriage, so he was held liable for that offense. And finally, commission of crime must be punishable. If a person commit a crime, then he must be punishable. So these all stages, these 4 stages of crime is completed. Next class we will teach some other topics. Till then, bye bye. Thanks for watching.